Hey, fourth grade! It has been wonderful to see so many of you already, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of you very soon. All right, so let's get started. My goal is to try to keep this video right around 20 minutes. I might go just over to cover everything we need to cover. Have your recorders ready and your hands all set to go. Okay, so here we go. What I would like to do is we're going to do this 3 times, and I want you to follow me first.
Then me.
Then this guy. Yeah, you're going to follow me the 3rd time. Okay, so here we go. My part is going to be, why don't you go and start that with me, all right, everybody? Stay with me. Here we go. We're going to add part 2. But you're going to stay with me. Yeah, don't follow me. Follow this guy. All right, add the next part. Already did. And stop. Okay, so now follow part 2. And here we go. I'm going to start first, and then he'll add, all right? Here we go. Ready? Now keep following that guy, all right? If you're having a hard time, follow the clap. And stop. So that second part is the hardest part, I think, to stay with. So you may want to rewind this video and try that a couple times, but we're going to have more opportunities in the future too, okay? So now you're going to follow the 3rd part over, and that's that 8 beat section, the 7 sounds, all right? So again, I'm going to start part 2, part 3. Here we go. Here. Okay, so follow me. Again, watch for that clap if you need help. And stop. All right, so there you go. You can practice this a few times if you want to. Otherwise, we'll be going through this some more next week. Hey, all right, so here we go. We're going to take that 8-beat body percussion, and we're going to canonize it. That means we're going to have me start, and then the next jacks, and the next jacks, and the next jacks start afterwards, okay? Same part, just started at different times, all right? That's going to be a canon. You're going to start with me, all right? And then we'll do it again, and you're going to pick somebody else to try on your own. So here we go. Ready? Starting with me. Keep holding it with me. We're going to add the next part. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to do it one more time, and I would like you to pick one of the other jacks to follow. Got it? Here we go. So I'm going to start. Okay, now I'm going to start. I'm going to start in just a second. Very cool. So I hope that worked for you, and feel free to rewind the video and try it again with one of the other ones. All right, so I hope you were able to follow along and play along with those. Each week, make sure you're up out of your seats and playing along and doing this body percussion, so when we are eventually able to come back together in person, hopefully at some point even in our own music room, we'll be able to do all of those, use all of those skills to create some music together in polyrhythms and in some really neat ways. Okay, so let's move on to the next part of our unit. Okay, so modification number 1 for our body percussion, using a solid surface in front of us, such as a desk. We might be doing this in class some, and this will work well for those of you who have headphones at home and you're kind of tethered to your iPad or iPhone or smartphone or computer or whatever, and you can't actually get up out of your seats to do the stomping and all that very well. So this is going to be a modification of that. So the first part, we can still do that, right? Easy. The next part, instead of our laps, we're going to go to the edge of the desk, okay? This is actually going to be kind of cool because this technique can also be used for hand drums, specifically like djembes in Africa, and we will be getting into that a little bit later on this year. So here we go. So we have this. Then if we add two, it's the edge of the desk. Now when we add two more, it's going to be in the middle, and we're going to use our fist like this and like this. Now we wouldn't play the djembe like this. We'd actually still use our hands in the middle. But that works on a djembe because it's in the middle and it gives us a nice bass sound. It is actually called the bass tone. So it's going to be here, here, boom, boom, to give us a different timbre, a different quality of sound by using our fist in the middle of the surface in front of us. So altogether, it's pat, pat, edge, edge, boom, boom. Are you ready to take it to the next level? Okay, you know what's next. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm totally ready. All right, here we go. I'm going to start off. So if you want to do the 3 pattern, you're with me. I'll be doing the 5 right here. I'll be doing the 8s coming up here. Find that groove. Let's drop out here. We'll drop out next. Ready? And we will go one more round and stop. Awesome. Very good job. Awesome. Okay. I hope you guys had fun. Welcome back. And now we are into our recorder part of the unit. We're going to combine the notation with cups with our recorder. And that way we can focus on our breath control, our wind airstream, and our articulation, which is our tonguing. So again, some of you were telling me this week, the students that I have gotten to see already, were telling me that they were having a hard time understanding what I meant by tonguing. So, and it's a hard concept to get across. So again, we're using our tongue to tap while we're playing, to start the note, and then to start other notes. So if I wanted to play this rhythm, do, 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 instead of playing, blowing hoo, 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 that doesn't sound very good. So we start with a very light tongue, tip of the tongue to the top of our teeth from behind, obviously, from behind our teeth. If we say two, that's where the tip of the tongue touches. Say that, two, think about where the tip of your tongue touches, two. Now, we don't say two, we just blow, two, two. Now, you'll know if it's wrong if you're doing this. And as you get older, the cheeks really get to move a lot. So we want to use our tongue, and we'll know that nothing else is moving if we're doing it right. Do, 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 right? And we don't stop blowing. We keep blowing as we tap our tongue. Okay, so first think of blowing, and then you tap your tongue. Makes sense? Okay, so let's try a couple different rhythms. Can you please read this with me? 2, ready, and do, do, day, do, 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 day, do, do. Okay, now blow it and tongue with me. So we start with the tongue, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Right? So here we go. And let's try that rhythm On a thumb and first finger, that's called a B, right? Our B. And again, also remember, let me see if I can get this into the camera where you can see, if we don't cover the hole even just a little bit, it doesn't make the correct sound. We want to make sure that we're covering that hole completely on both sides, thumb and first finger, as completely, all right? Good. And that's true as we add fingers, every finger needs to cover those holes precisely, just perfectly. Otherwise, it doesn't sound, it doesn't make the correct sound. Okay, so on a B, 2, ready, in. Okay, and you can try different rhythms. Let's try one more, and then you can, try some different rhythms on your own before the next video. All right, here we go. Ready, in. Cool. And we can try it on an A or a G. Again, B is here. A, G, G, A, B. Okay? All right. So now let's have some fun. Okay, so here's how we do this. We have myself playing this rhythm, and this guy playing his rhythm, and then that guy playing his rhythm, and then this guy is making something on top of it. That's where you come in. In the next video, that guy's going to disappear. Goodbye, see ya, and you get to take his place on your instrument. The way you're going to do that is you're going to use B and A. B and A, just those two notes. Right? Thumb, first and second finger, or first finger and thumb, those two notes, A and B, and play however you would like to arrange your rhythms along with me and me and me. Okay, so here we go. Next video. All right, you ready? One last challenge for you. So you're making up your melody on A and B, right? Going through however you want to play it. But at the very end, can you hold B when I give you this? All right, so you're going to end your solo, your melody that you're making up on B, first and finger and thumb. All right, there's your challenge. Good luck. 1, 2, ready. Cool. How'd you do? Did you make it back to the B? Were you feeling successful? Cool. You can rewind this and play it again and try it out as many times as you would like. All right, I hope you had fun, and here we go, on to the next section. Okay, so now let's get a little bit more work done in the book, and just a little bit of time here, and it won't take too long. So let's go back here to page 4 and review. So we had B, which is thumb and first finger. It shows you on that blue recorder where those two black dots are, what fingers to use, right, for that B. And that's any time you see any note on that middle line, okay? Doesn't matter if it's a different note. Let's look over at page 5 right here, okay? So look at number 2 here. And so do you see these notes here, these half notes? Those are still Bs. Those are all Bs. And then over here we have a whole note, and that's a B as well because it's on that middle line. So any of those notes are going to be played like this with our thumb and first finger, okay? So let's go back to page 4 here. So we had B, thumb and first finger. We had A, there on number 2, that's the green recorder with a thumb and first finger and second finger. That's anytime the note's on that space. And then number 3, we have the thumb, first, second, and third finger. Anytime a note is on that second line up, just like all those others that I just showed you, okay? So anytime that any note is on that second line up, that's a G, and that's thumb 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so can we look at number 4. We're going to move on. Now, if you're feeling a little lost, you can always go back to last week's video or previous week's videos and review. Okay, and you can kind of scroll through and quickly get to the recorder section if you need to do that. Great part of being online. And these videos will be available to you for the rest of the year, even if we're back in person completely. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so number 4, we have thumb and first finger for the B, because those notes, again, those first 4 notes are on that middle line, so that's a B, right? And then we have 4 rests. We've already covered those, but those quarter rests beat each one, so that's rest, 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 rest. And then we have A, second space up. Look up at that green recorder, right? So thumb, first and second finger. Okay, so A, rest, 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 rest. And then that final measure of notes, G, 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 G. It's just like on that purple recorder. It's on that second line up, so those are G. Okay, so thumb and first finger for the first measure. Then we have a rest, which gives us a chance to get that second finger down, find that second hole, make sure it's completely covered, all those holes. Okay, and then we play A, and we put that third finger down while we're resting, get it ready, and feel the edges of the holes, make sure we're covering, and then A, G, 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 then rest, 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 rest. Then we have that double bar line, right there. That means that's the end of the song. Because most songs will have many lines, and so we'll want to know, oh, there's the end of the song. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and try playing number 4 together. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, and rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 and we're done. Okay, good job. Let's go ahead and look over at number 5. Now, number 5, check this out. We've got our rhythm chart up here at the top of the page. And this is similar to what we were doing with our red cups. And but we have rests instead, which we haven't really gone over with the cups yet. So we're going to do that next week. We'll cover cups with notes in rests with our cups, and it's really just going to be the big cups, right? Our do, 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 rest, do, 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 rest, like they're on number 1. Okay, so let's kind of take that rhythm chart, put it aside for now. We'll come back to it. But let's go ahead and look at number 1. Now we have half notes and whole notes, and this is the big part of the lesson today, half notes and whole notes. Those quarter notes were do, 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 do. Each of those notes were on the beat. Do, 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 do. Okay, now these half notes get 2 beats each. So we're going to play them through 2 beats. Do, do. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. So, and then the whole note gets all 4 beats. So can you speak these notes with Gordon syllables with me? 2, ready, and do, 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 off. Now, there at the end, check that out. There's the double bar line, but it has 2 dots. That means we repeat back to the beginning. Okay, those 2 dots are a repeat sign. We go back to the beginning. Okay, so we have then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you'd like to go ahead and try playing along with me, that's fine. If you'd like to listen once, that's okay too. And then we'll do it again and you can play along with me when we repeat, because there's a repeat sign. So if you'd like to listen once and then play with me the second time, that's fine. Again, we have thumb and first finger on top because all of those are B's. Look at all those notes. They're all in that middle line, so they're all B. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Repeat. Good. Okay, now you may have noticed that I was taking in a very quick breath in between that whole note and that half note, right where that B is, okay? Almost like a B for breath. We're not going to cover breathing in between notes yet because we're still even just working on our airstream and articulation. But it is going to come very soon because it is also very important, and it really does help with the airstream. Okay, but right now, nice deep breath in and blow for as long as you can. Then we take in a breath where we need to, and then keep that airstream going. Okay. All right. So then let's look at number 3, and we're going to do A. Now, is that the same as number 1 as far as rhythms go? We have 2 half notes, whole note, 2 half notes, and a whole note. So it's the same rhythm. Okay, so let's try number 3. 1, 2, ready, and. Great. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep moving very quickly on to number 2. And then we're going to call it quits for now. You can make your way through the rest of the page on your own. So number 2, let's say the Gordon syllables together. Okay, ready? And do, 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 off. And then we could repeat. We won't. Okay. And then let's go ahead and play it just one time through. Let's ignore that repeat sign for now. Okay. It's a B, right? Because it's on that middle line. So it's thumb and first finger. Make sure you're using your left hand on top. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, so we have a mix of quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes in this song. If that's as far as you want to go right now and keep practicing just that this week, that's fine. And is practicing required? No, especially not right now. As we're doing this online stuff and hybrid stuff, I know that some of this can be overwhelming. Don't use that as an excuse, though. If you have time, then practice your recorder so you can get good. It's really fun. It's a fun instrument to learn, and we can get quite good. Okay? All it takes is practice and time, getting to know your instrument. Okay? Whatever the instrument is. So, practice, work hard, and let's move on. Okay, that's all we have time for today, and I will see the rest of you that I haven't seen yet later this week. And until then, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, be kind, be loving, and have a wonderful